Placement and orientation of the altar has been the source of theological debate since the beginning of the Episcopal Church. Even today, where the altar is in the church, how it is positioned, and where the priest stands to say Eucharist can tell you a great deal about the theology of your own church. There is no one right way to do it. But before we find out why, let's take a little look at the history. In the earliest days of the church, so slightly around the time of Christ, Christian community celebrated the Eucharist around a simple table in house churches at what would have looked like a shared meal. At this time, Christianity was still illegal in the Roman Empire. A great deal changed as Christianity became legal under the Emperor Constantine in 313 AD. Altars moved into large basilicas and became stone and fixed into the wall. Eucharist was celebrated facing ad orientem, which means to face liturgical east, signifying the risen Christ and the anticipation of his return. American Episcopalians have inherited all. We have colonial churches with low tables close to the congregation and others with high ornate east-facing altars. Post-Vatican II, which was a reform movement in the 1960s, was a time of reformation in the Catholic Church that also affected the Episcopal Church, insofar as our relationship with the communal nature of Eucharist was elevated. It's during this time and shortly after that you start seeing churches in the round that move the altar to the center of our experience. So as we close this video, consider some questions. Where should your altar card be placed on your family's church? What does your church look like at home, the one you attend? What does the altar's placement tell you about your church's theology? And if you are building your own church, where do you think the altar should go? What do you have to add to this debate?